The presumptive Republican nominee for president, promising Election Day, November 5th, would be Christian Visibility Day. Rick, you know the president, the former president. Was this an ad-lib moment, or was this carefully thought out in terms of a campaign strategy, if you will?
Most of them are ad lib moments. He really has passion about these types of issues. If you recall back in 2017, 2018, with Merry Christmas, and bringing back that phrase as well. And the president is truly meaningful about this, and he doesn't care what other people think. He believes this is the way it should be. These are traditions he's held on to, and we used to have arguments within the campaign of whether politically it was good or not, but he didn't care about the politics. He was very sincere in these types of efforts, and so I think this was a very meaningful statement by him, and he will do it if he's reelected.
Okay, which will likely be met with backlash, right? As we've seen Christians voice their own concerns with President Biden making that special declaration, formally recognizing March 31st as Transgender Visibility Day. So Bill Caruso here, does this come down to different administrations and their priorities? I mean, clearly the folks who were at that rally seem to be in support of this effort, and also giving a voice back to Christians who felt they were maybe not deprioritized, but on somewhat of a back burner on Easter Sunday.
Well, it was a Trump rally, so I'm not surprised to see there was support for Trump. I'd say this to you as a Catholic person that attended Mass on Sunday. There's a lot of Christians being visible on Easter Sunday. Christmas Day is a Christian Visibility Day. We have a lot of these. And this was a day on the calendar in other areas for people that don't practice Christianity. And it also happened to be a day on the calendar for people that support trans visibility. And that's a fact, right? It's on the calendar. I don't think this is going to be what's going to drive people to the polls in November, though, Christians or otherwise. I think this is a infinitesimally small subset of the population when we talk about trans folks, not discounting their importance and certainly not saying they shouldn't be visible. But when we're talking about what's going to drive voters, right, people that are going to actually go to the polls in November, it's going to be pocketbook issues. It's going to be kitchen table issues. It's going to be security issues. And frankly, on the Democratic side, we do have some concerns there that we've got to do a better job of explaining where we are in those things. But I don't think this is going to amount to a hill of beans.
Mehek, final thoughts to you, to a broader point, not necessarily of which day is Visibility Day, of which category or what you believe in, but there are many that think that there's this broader war on Christianity that has been going on for several years now. Could this be something that drives voters to the polls?
I think so. And I think part of this is, I always say I was born in India but made in America. I think we are seeing a decay of our moral compass today. We're constantly seeing Christianity attacked. We aren't able to even say basic things like the Pledge of Allegiance. We're being indoctrinated in our schools. So what President Trump is doing is he's putting America first. This isn't about politics. This is about making sure that Americans remember what the American dream is and surviving and thriving in the economy, ensuring our borders secure, but all of that starts with a foundation, and that's making sure we restore the American dream.
All right, Rick Gates, Bill Caruso, Mehek Cook, thank you all three for joining us for that political panel. We appreciate that.